It's taking place. The foundations of international finance are being rocked by a historic pronouncement made by the Swiss National Bank. Switzerland stealthily jumped ahead of El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment, making XRP legal tender for international trade rather than just a reserve asset, while the rest of the world was still processing it. Indeed, one of the most ambitious financial schemes the world has ever seen today revolves around XRP. Insiders are subtly referring to the strategy as the $100,000 XRP plan. It's not hype. This transformation is tectonic. Switzerland, which has a reputation for being innovative and prudent with money, has selected XRP because of its speed, stability, and ease of cross-border value transfers. And every market, bank, and cryptocurrency portfolio will be impacted when a country of this size makes such a step. Pardon the pun. Even if the evidence is deliberately hidden, it is still convincing. A deepfake video of a Swiss National Bank official alleging a settlement cooperation with a top digital asset has been making the rounds. Beyond the aesthetics, however, Switzerland's Project Helvetia and its CBDC experiments tell a deeper tale. Insiders say that Ripple's XRPL serves as the initiative's technical foundation, despite the fact that many people believe it is centered on a centralized Swiss digital currency. Switzerland is therefore not conducting experiments in a vacuum. They're taking advantage of one of the world's fastest, most liquid, and most institutionally trusted networks. The XRPL is ideally suited for a country looking to revamp not only its domestic financial system, but also the very channels of international trade because of its capacity to process thousands of transactions per second with low costs and almost instantaneous finality. To be honest, the ramifications of this statement are astounding. For a moment, picture a map of Europe with Switzerland shining, lines extending from Zurich and Geneva to all of the great financial centers, and the XRP logo sort of pulsing in the middle. Not only is this symbolic, but it also marks the start of a chain reaction that has the potential to completely reshape cross-border payments for the continent. Switzerland isn't the only country doing this. This is essentially the pilot for the entire European Union, officials say. The price trajectory of XRP may completely deviate from standard market logic if Germany, France, and other significant economies choose to do the same. The $100,000 XRP goal isn't merely a wild dream. Based on a mix of global institutional acceptance, supply scarcity, and a cascade of liquidity flows, this model has the potential to outstrip even the most optimistic projections to date. You must thus understand the workings of XRP and the XRP ledger in order to fully appreciate why this move is so significant. In contrast to Bitcoin, XRP was designed with institutions in mind. Its liquidity pools facilitate the smooth conversion of any currency pair, and its consensus mechanism permits settlement in almost real time. This is precisely the reason why global firms and central banks have been covertly investigating XRP for years. Switzerland is effectively stating that XRP is dependable, scalable, and trustworthy enough to transfer billions of dollars in real time when it declares it legal money for cross-border trade. Adoption and investment will be sparked by the symbolism alone, a country known for its sound financial practices, placing its faith in a decentralized digital asset, in ways that, to be honest, social media buzz and retail speculation just could not. It is truly impossible to exaggerate the conspiracy and seriousness of this situation. According to some sources, the $100,000 proposal is more than just a domestic strategy. They state it is a purposeful, concerted plan by neutral countries to use a neutral, decentralized asset to support their currencies. In fact, this has been discussed in financial circles for years. Powerhouses in banking, including Switzerland and Liechtenstein, have been covertly looking into methods to reduce reliance on the dollar while maintaining liquidity and neutrality. Well, XRP is in a unique position to play this part. It is the only asset that truly meets all requirements due to its decentralization, speed, and choices for regulatory compliance. Additionally, when more countries took notice of the Swiss pilot, a wave of adoption might ensue, pushing the price of XRP into completely unimaginable heights. To be honest, the psychology of the market response is fascinating. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, will be experienced by retail traders. Institutions are already paying attention. Sovereign wealth funds, hedge funds, and pension funds are analyzing the ramifications, executing models, and getting ready to make capital allocations. It just takes time to achieve this kind of strategic alignment. This time is significant because it combines technological maturity, geopolitical stability, and now a very credible national backing. The story will be amplified by every news regarding Switzerland's adoption, every leaked video, and every analysis from prominent financial publications, building momentum that is nearly impossible to reverse. A new paradigm in finance is being centered around XRP. Let's examine the implications for international trade. The existing banking corridors, SWIFT, correspondent banking, and legacy clearinghouses will be subject to previously unheard-of competition if XRP is accepted as legal tender for international settlements. Once involving numerous middlemen and exorbitant fees, transactions could now be completed in a matter of seconds. Businesses who depend on prompt international payments will have an additional reason to own XRP, which will increase its market capitalization and liquidity. Adoption throughout Europe and beyond could be accelerated if the Swiss model becomes the paradigm for an entire continent. Every bank, retailer, and regulator observing this trial will have to make a choice. Do we risk falling behind, or do we follow Switzerland? And the target price of $100,000 is not arbitrary. A variety of reasons are suggested by analysts who model this situation. The quantity of XRP tokens in circulation, the speed at which international transactions occur, the concentration of institutional reserves, and the ripple effects of new competitors. An epic supply-demand imbalance results from Switzerland's usage of legal tender and reserve holdings. Every trade made using XRPL, every bank that joins this system, and every hedge fund that purchases XRP for treasury diversification all add to the price pressure. One of the most explosive financial occurrences in modern history is the result of a snowball effect combining liquidity, utility, and institutional trust. Lastly, there is an urgent call to action. The world's financial center is fully committed to XRP. This isn't just a market shift. It makes a statement about the evolution of banking, the future of money, and the contribution of digital assets to world stability. To keep up with every development, subscribe now. To be informed as soon as fresh information becomes available, press the bell. And to participate in the discussion, leave a comment with the hashtag #SwitzerlandXRP. Switzerland's adoption of XRP could be the catalyst for the next financial revolution. The people at the vanguard of tomorrow's historic wealth creation will be those who comprehend the scope of what is occurring now. XRP is now more than simply a cryptocurrency. It is the world's most important strategic asset, a worldwide movement, and a signal. The $100,000 plan is being carried out in front of our very eyes. Disclaimer: please keep in mind that I do not hold a financial advisor license. These videos' content is solely intended for viewing enjoyment. Before making any financial decisions, I always advise viewers to do their own research and speak with experts. Many thanks for listening. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Additionally, to be the first to know when I post new stuff, make sure you enable the alerts. I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Be careful.